Today on the net, criticism over the management of the oil crisis in Louisiana continues on the blogosphere. The web is extremely interested in a mysterious character known as Horseboy. And a machine from Star Wars transforms into a domestic animal. The arrival in the Gulf of Mexico on Saturday of A Whale, the world's largest tanker designed to vacuum up oily water, has revived hope amongst local residents. The oil spill has been spreading since the end of April off the coast of Louisiana, and oil company BP says that with this Taiwanese boat, they can now double the amount of oil recovered. The blogosphere does not share this enthusiasm. Web users have come to be wary of BP's announcements. Their mistrust could well be reinforced by the publication of these shots by NASA. These satellite photos show how the oil has seriously affected the ecosystem of Louisiana. According to part of the blogosphere, the first person to be accountable for this ecological disaster is none other than the president of BP, Tony Hayward. Activists have announced a giant vuvuzela concert in the next few days in front of the BP headquarters in London. They want the company to pay the price for this pollution. Whilst waiting for the potential progress in the oil recovery, work to save the animals continues along the coastlines. As these images posted online by Coast Guard show, several hundred pelicans who have become victims of the oil spill were cleaned up and released back into the wild in a clean environment. And BP is trying to play the transparency card and explains on its site how local residents can claim compensation for the damage caused by the oil spill. The oil company has paid out $144 million since the beginning of this ecological disaster. There's a mystery floating around the blogosphere. Who is Horseboy? A man wearing a purple pullover and a horse mask has been photographed by one of Google's cars in Aberdeen in Scotland, and the blogosphere has been left wondering who this bizarre individual could be. It all began when Russell Moffat, a 50-year-old Scottish man, came across this photo whilst browsing for an optician on Google Street View. It was here that he noticed the individual dressed up as a horse, who's now known as Horseboy. An article posted by the BBC on their website has received hundreds of reactions, and dozens of web users who have spotted Horseboy in and around Aberdeen and also in Marbella and at a festival in Germany have sent in their photos. A YouTube channel devoted to Horseboy has been set up. We see Horseboy on his bicycle, Horseboy in his garden, and we also see him rapping at home. But is this the real Horseboy? No one really knows. Many users of sharing sites like this person here are appealing to Horseboy to reveal his identity. This blog claims to have found a photo of the man without his mask on Google Street View. It was taken just several moments after the photo that created the buzz. We see a grey-haired man dressed identically to Horseboy. It's not the first time that surprising photos have appeared on Google Street View. The most famous shot comes from Norway. We see two men dressed in diving suits sat down in the middle of the road. In Canada, the Centre for Research on Globalization has launched a web TV. Global Research TV broadcasts videos of professors and researchers discussing all the different subjects approached by the centre. From the oil spill in Louisiana to poverty and also the United Nations, dozens of videos have been posted online. Web users can classify them by date, by geographical region or by theme. The channel is aimed at researchers, but also for those with an inquiring mind. The pilot for the independent TV series Pioneer 1 has just been posted online. It was financed by web users via the participative platform Kickstart. The series will be broadcast exclusively on download sites. Pioneer 1 is distributed by the platform Vodo that makes films or series deemed unprofitable or that represent a financial risk available to the general public. This science fiction series that begins with a spaceship entering the Earth's atmosphere could well attract the television channels.
Funny coincidence, two Soviet satellites actually.
The Canadian filmmaker and Star Wars fan Patrick Boivin has imagined what it would be like to have a miniature Imperial Army AT-AT as a pet and has posted this video online. In this clip, we realise that these engines of war from the Star Wars saga are in fact well adapted to domestic life on Earth.